Compared to almost all other areas in Regina, Coronation Park is an unhealthy and unsafe environment. We live in an area that is littered with discarded condoms and used syringes are common, and we're experiencing dangerous and traumatic situations like this is an everyday occurrence. In October and November, there were 2 bodies found in Coronation Park, one body found by a young child behind the Regency Gardens. It is unlikely that city employees or city officials would want to bring their children to these open spaces in Coronation Park and drop them off for the day. We are struggling to understand why the developer and the city think it is a good idea to move more families who need non-marketable affording housing into an area where children are exposed to these high rates of crime, gang activity, and uncontrolled drug use, when there are many healthy, safe areas in the city that could be used to develop this project.
By way of all of the problems that the citizens, raised, I think we can just hive that off.
The proposed rezoning is in a flood zone. The engineering firm of Stantec found the Coronation Park to be one of the worst areas in Regina in terms of flood risk. A senior engineer with the city says that rezoning and backfilling the floodplain will only cause minimal upstream and downstream impacts, and anything that makes it worse, even minimally, is unacceptable.
I think we can just hive that off.
In 2009, Coronation Park had a higher violent crime rate than 88% of the rest of the city. Crimes like assault, street robbery, and weapons offenses. The Coronation Park Community Group believes that bringing more people into affordable rental properties in the community will be harmful both to the existing community and those who would be brought in.
I think we can just hive that off.
In order for a community to be sustainable and survive, it must be diverse and must include all types of housing and people from all income levels. The concentration of affordable housing in older areas isolates low-income residents and people of color. Negative outcomes of placing more families and children in Coronation Park at this time include placing children in dangerous areas where research say they are more likely to become involved in crime, gangs, and drugs. There's been no transparency at all in this rezoning process. This is unfair to the community and makes us feel we have been misled and that important information is being kept from us.
I think we can just hive that off.
The trend in Regina is for affordable rental housing to be placed only in certain communities. Those acting on behalf of the city have stated that the kind of land found in Harbour Landing and other elite areas of Regina is too expensive and taxes too high to put in affordable rental housing in these areas. This is wrong. No area of Regina should be able to say, "Not in my backyard." In the end, if this is allowed, it is those who need affordable rental housing who end up paying the price by having to be warehoused in unhealthy, dangerous areas. The city and the developer need to hear our community voice.
The evolution and growth of that sympathy for the citizens' concerns really came to a screeching halt